In this video, we have gathered tips for Q3 and Q4 from various experienced Amazon sellers. It's always best to prepare for the busy season in advance, so take notes from the tips you hear in this video. Do you have any tips for Q3, even in, let's say, low season?
A lot of Q4 deals, you need to be thinking about it, sometimes even in Q1. There are a couple Christmas ornament companies we sell with, and they like to plan their whole year from the start of the year. So Q3, a lot of what we do is gear up to really capitalize on Q4. Advanced planning is crucial. If you're buying Christmas product or Thanksgiving product or Halloween product the same month that you're in, you're probably gonna be a little bit too late to the party. And I will say something about seasonality. Q4 is not the only time for good seasonal products. We have seasonal summer products, seasonal spring products, seasonal winter products, New Year's resolution products, Valentine's Day products, St. Patrick's Day products. There's a season for everything. Don't limit yourself just to Q4. While Q4 is the best and the velocity is the highest, there's great seasonal opportunities year round.
So it's not just specific season, low season, or high season. You want to be having seasonal products throughout the year.
Yeah,
so you can get, different boosts at different times of the year.
Yeah, we view every season as a high season for something and a low season for something else. And then we have our everyday evergreen products as kind of a baseline on top of that. We like to think every season is high season.
Q4 is probably the biggest month. For most people, that's like October, November, December. That's where most people do a majority of their business. So what I'm doing in Q3, one, looking at what I sold last Q4, see if that stuff's still available, is it still profitable, checking the Keep It charts, looking at my inventory, how much did I sell last year? I keep an Excel doc or a Google doc with notes. Oh, I wish I bought more of this, I wish I bought less of that. So I'm always reviewing that. I also have a notes of what sales happened. Maybe Walmart's gonna start their Black Fridays early. So I'm looking for that. And I'm also not spending as heavily as I normally would because I wanna save that money for Q4 because that's where I'm gonna make my most money. And I think a lot of people also have to think Q4 or Q3 is a great time to buy for Q4 because you have to realize if you buy something today, it might not check in to 4 to 6 weeks. If you buy something in November, it might not check in till like December 14th, which is not too late, but you want to be way in before that. So it's a really great opportunity to start buying some stuff. A lot of the Q3 for me is just buying replenishable stuff that I'm just selling and looking for opportunities for Q4. Another really good thing to do in Q4 or Q3, look at Keep a Product Finder. See what sold really well last year in Q4 and start looking at that. See if there's opportunity for that. See if you can find stuff. I'm a huge proponent of almost shopping a sale before it happens. So for example, if let's just say a Lego set on Lego, if I could get this 30% off, this is profitable. So I have a whole list of that stuff. So when Lego does run a 30% off sale, I already have it down. I'm ready just to buy. As other people are just going to Lego trying to find it, it's like I already have it, I secure it. So Q3 for me is a lot of just preparing for Q4, saving up capital, and probably the last month and a half of Q3, I'm really starting to buy for Q4.
I'm kind of an odd bird because we don't do Q4 differently. We may buy a little deeper because the sales are better. We may extend our buying criteria to buying 60 days of inventory because we do primarily shoes and clothes. Right after the Christmas season, New Year's resolutions and the workout season starts, right? So we'll focus on athletic apparel during Q4 or just the opportunities that come up from seasonal items being in the stores we normally shop. But we don't make that big of a switch in Q4.
It depends if your product is seasonal or not. It depends a lot of type of products you sell. But in general, you definitely need to have your products ready, shipped before Q4. All the products that you want to sell in Q4. And then another tip is make sure you sell those products in Q4 because now you're gonna get killed with the fees. Now Amazon adjusts the fees based on the quarter as well. So in the Q4, they're killing with the fees. So make sure the products that you sell are profitable products with the new fees and make sure that you sell them all. That's my advice.
I would say just go for products that they sell year round, okay? Usually in the summer, we don't have this famous sales slump or anything. We just keep consistent sales because we sell products that they sell during the whole year, okay? If you do deodorants, if you do toothpaste, if you do shampoos, if you do makeup, people, they need those type of products any month of the year.
managing, repricing your inventory properly. I think it really what it comes down to, being competitive and make sure your ceilings and floors are at their respective price points and you're moving as much inventory as possible.
This is the best time to start getting prepared for Q4. And the thing about Q4 is like, the better as a seller you get right now, the better your Q4 and Q3 is gonna go. If you're just sitting on the sidelines waiting for Q4 and not improving in your business until Q4, like you're gonna have a mediocre Q4. But if you continue to get better every day, I wouldn't buy and hold things. I would get a lot of sales data, have a lot of different ASINs you've sold on, see that they sell quickly or not, and then double down on those in Q4.
Try to adjust when to ship your items in for Q4, because I've made both mistakes where I've shipped too late and then I've shipped too early and I'm paying out the butt storage fees. For Q4, storage fees go up 4 times of what they normally are. A lot of people will say, oh, start shipping in, September or October. Like, I start to trickle my stuff in October. I don't go all out. Like, more towards the end of October, I'll start going all out because I want to pay the minimum storage fees. I have friends who paid in November, paid like $16K in storage fees alone. Just try to figure out the best time when to ship it in, because you don't want to ship it too early where it's sitting there for 2 months and just accumulating storage fees. And then say the buy doesn't work out and then you got to sell it at a loss and then you paid all the storage fees. Every year I test a little bit different. And so that way I can kind of master down to how long it's going to take to check in, how long is it going to take to go live? Is it going to arrive to the customer before Christmas? Because that's a huge one. You want it to be there in that window of when peak buying is, but where it can still arrive before Christmas, but where it doesn't get there too early and it's sitting there all Q4.
That's all the tips for Q3 and Q4 from the Amazon sellers we interviewed. If you love this series, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss upcoming new episodes. If you're not using a repricer yet, now is a good time to get the BQool Repricer a try. With a 14-day free trial, you'll be able to see how drastically our repricer can improve your business and make a difference. Now, see you next time.